welcome back to Agents of Damned, our D&D Let's Play podcast featuring myself, your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent Dungeon Master, Jordan Roman. And, as always, I am joined by my fellow players.
Hi guys, I'm Katie, and I play Safe.
Hey guys, I'm Christina, and I play Untheran.
And I'm Drew McLean, and by Bahamut's lavish living room, I play the good Dr. Arlo Aegon.
So, I have to admit, you guys kind of caught me off guard last week. I'm sure I managed to hide it perfectly, but, a lot of that was kind of just off the dome. So this time, I have found a foolproof way to ensure that you guys cannot trip me up and ruin my prep.
Okay.
I didn't prep.
Oh boy.
You can't make me ad-lib if it's all ad-lib. Ha-ha!
This sounds like a bad idea.
No, that'll be fine.
This will either be the best or the worst episode, and we shall see.
Highly agree.
That is the standard I aim for most of these, honestly, so it's good to know I'm hitting the benchmark.
I believe we were called it dumpster diving.
Yes, I believe that was what we referred to it. So, shall we put on our garbage-themed scuba suits and dive on in?
Let's do this.
Last time, the agents had just entered the Untheran ruins and could see the gnoll leader touting a crown of the Ioun stones they had been sent to gather. However, rather than facing off against the giant gnoll or his horde of bow-wielding lackeys, the agents decided to sneak past and venture deeper into the ruins in the hopes of finding the Friday Night Fun Pals. While navigating the ruins' winding corridors, the agents faced off against a small party of gnolls, as well as discovered some valuable treasures and an impressive collection of cutlery. Amidst their looting, Untheran noticed a set of humanoid footprints that seemed to go deeper into the cave. Saith sent Modi to inspect the prints, and the agents followed a separate trail of drag marks. After some walking, the agents found a set of jail cells guarded by a couple of gnolls. After outwitting the mongrels into leaving, they discovered that the missing Friday Night Fun Pals were being held within these very cells. Our heroes awakened the Fun Pals and informed them that they had been missing for quite some time. Friday in turn told the agents that they had been captured by the gnolls, and realized that they needed to take the stones back from their leader, Ebor. As both teams prepared to confront the gnollish leader, a rogue gnoll managed to sneak up on them and used a scroll of gravity fissure to send the agents and the Fun Pals plummeting down into the ruins' depths. Untheran summoned a Quetzalcoatlus named Zal to break their fall, and both teams managed to survive with only minor scratches. However, while taking in their surroundings in the bottom of the ruins, the teams discovered the statue of a man. The inscription on the statue read, "Vincent the Divine," and the man bore a striking resemblance to Ash. And thus we resume our tale. You guys are all still down here in the bottom of these ruins with the Fun Pals and the aforementioned statue of Vincent the Divine. As you guys are looking at this, Friday actually tells says, "My goodness, that is quite a striking man, wouldn't you say?"
I hate it!
Okay, well, I guess everyone has their opinions on art, that is fine.
I wouldn't call this art so much as a statue of pure shit.
Absolute evil.
I mean, it does look like Ash, but I mean, is it him?
Wait, hold on. This is Ash?
Looks to be.
That's what it appears to be.
But it says Vincent.
Fradden?
Yes?
Do you think that someone was born and their mom was like, I'm gonna name him Ash, and this is not at all a name that he's gonna come up with later in life to be some kind of an edgelord guy?
Or, because of his habit of, turning things into ashes with his chaos?
I mean, truth be told, I never met the man, so I really do not know, but all I have to go off of his reports, most of which talk about how he is actually a dragon, and I mean, I may be assuming a bit, I do not know, halfling, not my culture. Vincent does not sound like a very, draconic name? That is just my opinion.
No, our names are, usually some manner of fire or dragon-based pun.
Do you mean like ash?
I don't want to answer that.
Well, either way, I think for right now, we best find our way out of here. After all, we still have the iron stones together, and, frankly, we've been in here for far too long.
I agree, Fryden. Let's move along.
Excellent! How?
Do we see anything in the bottom fissure area that may indicate a way out?
You don't immediately see, like, this feels like it was some sort of, like, a treasure room or, like, a vaulted area, like, some sort of closed-off space that time has been less than forgiving to, but that may also be all of the debris that flew down from below after you guys got sent tumbling down.
Do we see anything else, like, on the statue, like I said, an inscription or anything like that?
Give me a raw luck check to see if anything noteworthy survived.
That's a 9.
You see what look like the faded remnants of words. However, it's far too faded for anyone to be able to read.
How far beneath the ground are we?
You can't necessarily see the top, as I said last time.
Can we summon the birdie boys again?
Jockbird!
It would probably be better so we can all get up there in one trip to bring Zal back via different means.
Well, I mean, is Zal big? Is Zal like of a size where, like, after he brings us up there, he can, like, kind of fold up his wings and then, like, kind of walk his way through the walkways we came through?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up now.
I'm also pretty sure he has a very low walking speed, so it would be very hindering to do that.
Yeah, it's got like a 10-foot walking speed, and also it is a huge beast, not a large beast.
Oh God, never mind.
Oh, that's even worse.
And well, let's roll things back so we don't overuse things that Terra has. Why don't I just take people up in shifts? I'll fly us up in shifts.
Where is Modi right now?
You can sense him working his way over towards you. However, he has suddenly stopped. And you sense him... It feels like he's far away, but also close. And you kind of realize he's just staring down into the hole.
How big of a creature can he turn into?
Humanoid. So, medium-sized.
Are there any humanoid creatures that can fly?
Not that I am willing to allow him to turn into.
Fair enough.
I have let you get away with too much shit with Modi. I'm drawing the line there.
I'm just trying to make things go by faster, but you know what? Alright, let's get to rolling.
Well, Arlo can for sure just carry y'all out.
Fair enough.
We're not in, like, a serious combat type situation, and we've spent 10 fucking minutes talking about how you guys get out of this hole. I'd like you guys to get out of the hole. The wings will work. Please let me move on to something else.
Okay.
I flow my cape back and kick-ass dragon wings of ink sprout out from my back, and I one by one carry everyone out of the friggin' hole like a boss, bro.
So, yeah, Arlo summons out his wings of ink. They take the appearance of black dragon wings that almost seem to be dripping with ink. And one by one, with the exception of some of the fun pals, he carries everyone out. As I had mentioned, you do see Modi up there, and he is doing his usual sly, cattish, shitty grin.
I'm imagining Modi more and more like the Cheshire Cat.
Oh my god, yeah. She grabs him by the scruff and just puts him back on her shoulder. Oh. Saith literally makes that noise. She's, oh.
So what do you guys do now?
Well, I would suppose we kind of sneak our way on back to the main room, as we cannot let what was it, Eeyore?
More.
You totally stole my shtick on that. You know that?
What?
The mispronouncing names thing.
I was just hoping that could be all of our things simultaneously, and that, like, Jordan keeps introducing us to characters, and none of us never, ever, ever, ever call them by their names.
So rather than humoring this stupid conversation, everyone roll me perception checks as you sneak on through.
Natural 20.
Of course you did.
Well, I got not far behind. I rolled a 19 on the die plus a 9. So
Shameful. Couldn't even match a nat 20.
And I got a 12.
The most shameful. Okay, so you all notice this, but Saith is the first one to point it out. As you guys are sneaking through, you're not seeing any gnolls. Like, at all. In fact, Saith, you actually notice that there seems to be a few extra tracks that weren't there before that are leading out of the cave.
She's gonna point that out.
well, did they leave because of the shenanigans earlier? I think that's the word you used earlier, right, Arlo? Shenanigans? That's how you use it. Or did they leave for something else? Did Modi see anything, Saith?
Did my Modi see anything?
I would say that Modi, on his way over to you guys, did notice there was a bit of a frantic rush after what he assumed was a cave-in or earthquake of some sort. And you can kind of just generally tell that in vague terms through some sort of weird psychic link, because I don't want to say you can speak cat or demon cat.
That's fair. She explains this.
It looks like they might have pieced out on us. That doesn't really track. I mean, I get them springing the trap, and honestly, I'm surprised that they're not headed this way, considering that the other one got the jump on us.
Well, I mean, they probably think we're dead.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That would be a reasonable assumption, but,
And they probably also think that there's more people coming for them. Considering that there's been, 2 groups of FBI agents here.
Yeah, that is a fair enough assumption. If this is the second time they've been found out, they might want to move location. I would say we should still proceed with caution, but we should continue to make our way towards the main room.
Agreed. Also, minor correction on that one says, we are not a Faerun Bureau of Investigation, that is a separate entity.
Thanks, Fryden! Good correction, bud.
You're welcome.
Those are fucking dorks.
I love it.
I'm more proud of that than I should be. Okay. So as you guys proceed on through, you eventually make it back to the main entry room, gathering hall area, where you had first seen Emor along with all of his lackeys. And it's completely empty.
Thanks, I hate it.
Well, gang, let's split up and search for clues. Nah, I'm joking. But we should probably look for clues.
Alright, everyone go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Non-nat 20.
I am not doing great today. I got an 11.
You did better than me, but let me add it to my plus 7, 12.
I think actually you did better based on math. Fortunately, Wintera was able to pick up the slack, so you notice one thing in particular that's a little bit strange. It looks like all of the tracks came here, but then stopped. Like, it looks like all of the gnolls gathered here. And there's one other thing that you notice. Those humanoid tracks that you found earlier are also here. And they stop in front of Emor's throne.
That's weird that these tracks all lead into here and then don't keep going out the way that the cave comes in, or the ruins come in. And that's weird that the tracks from earlier that I saw also come here.
It's also very weird that I think I just heard Jordan roll dice.
No, it's fine.
I don't like that.
Can I roll an insight to see if, like, I might feel like this might be an ambush?
I'll do you one better. As you are looking at this, and I assume discussing it with your allies, you hear from above, "Sneak attack!" And you look up and see a little gnoll, but he misses you by a lot and just slams into the ground.
Of course.
Ow!
Step on him to hold him there?
Yeah,
I was gonna say I was gonna grab him with my tail.
of course you would.
Well, I feel like in order to keep with our general motif, Saith does have to hold him with her Herculean tail.
Yep. Like, I'll see to that.
Alright, so Saith just kind of pins the little guy with her giant arm tail. Like, it's very strong.
We work out.
We work out.
Did you just say we work out like your tail's like your buddy, like it spots you?
It does, yes.
Oh.
I don't even know what to make of that.
Yeah, so where are the rest of you?
Not here. I don't know where they, so
All of you guys roll me a, I'll say either history or investigation real quick. When Tara, you get advantage.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
You know what? Never mind. Not important.
I was gonna say I got a non-nat 20.
I'm just gonna put my dice away for the night, I guess.
Can I just assume this is good laughter?
It's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, so, Saith. God damn it, Saith. This is the same little fucker that used the scroll on you guys.
so I came to tell Boss Seymour about you, and he was talking with Person, and Person saying many things, not that Sniff's not yet, but he talked to Boss Seymour about power, and Boss Seymour already very strong after shinies, and man gave new shiny, but made Boss angry and leave. Tell me stay, and cause Person say you maybe still not dead. Seems right. Tail very strong.
Saith is gonna point her little tail weapon, like, right at his face. Like, what does this person look like?
Thick black skin, very light hair, smell like gnoll.
So Fuckboy Supreme is here as well.
What is it with you? You know what? We don't have time for this.
I refuse to cede on that point. I'm not calling him anything different. But Arlo kind of takes a knee and like looks down at the pinned gnoll, and I guess he's gonna try for like a little bit of a good cop angle on this one. And he's like, well, little buddy, how about first you tell me your name?
Sniffs.
Smiths?
Sniffs.
Sniffs?
Sniffs.
Like the action of to sniff a thing sniffs.
He gives you a 1,000-yard stare as if no one has ever said this to him before.
Oh boy! All right, bring it back to me, buddy. All right, he snaps his fingers like, come on, hey, back in.
Sniffs.
Listen, Sniffs. My friend here, she's not particularly patient. And
Which one?
the one that has you pinned down. Well, both of them really, but the one that we're worried about right now is the one that has you pinned down. See, she.
You know, with this very sharp object right against your cheek here.
Sniffs noticed.
Mm-hmm. You know what I like to do, Sniffs?
No.
I like to very barely scrape the first few layers of your skin so that you very barely bleed. But I like to do that a lot. A lot. You want to know how long it takes you to bleed out like that, Sniffs?
He looks at you very confused, like he's having a hard time following what you're saying.
She's gonna, like, give him a paper cut.
Why?
So Sniff, she's not particularly patient. She really, really, really does want to murder you. She will not be quick about it, but I'm on your side here, buddy. I'd prefer that she not painfully kill you. So what we're gonna try to do is you're gonna try to give us information that we want, and then because you've done that and been such a trooper for us, I won't let Safe do whatever she wants with you. That sound cool?
Yes.
Good, because if you don't want to know what your intestines look like, that would be the proper answer.
What? Intestines?
Your guts friend, your viscera.
Yes.
Where food goes.
Don't take my food! This Sniff's food!
We will take all of your food, Sniff.
No!
What's better, you'll never eat again!
No!
So, Sniffs, where did they go?
Sniffs don't know. They don't test Sniffs stay.
Oh, Sniff, now that's not helpful to us, and you want to be helpful, don't you?
Sniffs doesn't know.
How did they leave?
He can't really move because he's pinned down, but he, as best he can, points over to the cave's entrance and says, "Locked."
Was it the man and Emor, or was it the man, Emor, and all the other gnolls?
Yes, everyone.
Everyone.
I'll pack leave.
Is there anywhere else the pack goes when they're not here?
Boss usually tell where go. We know where go until boss say we go.
Could you follow their scent? Your name is Sniffs, right?
Yes, name Sniffs.
Can you follow them, Sniffs?
Thank God for a very long time.
Well, Sniffs, did they say where they were going or what they were going to do?
No say where, but man said help get more power, make pack stronger.
And how did he say he was going to accomplish that?
Follow?
Sniffs, are you telling me we could have walked in here and said, hey, we've got some power for you, just follow us along, and you guys would have just followed us into what could probably definitely be a trap?
Well, maybe?
Okay, well.
My God, these guys are as dumb as rocks.
Boss Emor say that, not want, but then man gave new shiny and then boss get angry and say yes.
What did the new shiny look like?
Small rock, small black shiny.
Oh no.
Yep. Okay. So I think we need to start following whatever track might still be left, and we need to also probably call the boss, because we haven't touched base with her in a minute, and let them know that A, we found the fun pals, B, there's a bigger problem, and C, we're trying to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. When Tara, you give the boss lady a call, partially because I think you need to practice with the speaking sound, and you handle that whilst we, I guess we try to follow where these guys went.
Okay, so when Tara very, very cautiously pulls out the rock and holds it in both hands and stares at it and concentrates really hard and says, "Call the boss."
Thank you for calling Boss's Deli. How can I help you?
I was going to I was debating whether I should have you roll Arcana to see if you just pick up a different rock, but
All right,
it feels a little too derailing.
All right, call the boss. Wintera, that is a rock you picked up off of the ground. We need the one from your pocket.
Oh, right. It's not any rock. I forgot.
So you start to see the speaking stone glow, and after a little bit you hear, Ryan speaking.
Hi, Ryan. It's Wintera.
Ah, hello. It's been... everything been alright over in Time After? I didn't heard from you at all yesterday, and usually you are all better at keeping in touch.
So we found the Fun Pals.
Ah, excellent. And they have the stones?
No.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
We found them at the ruins where there were some gnolls who had, there's a guy with 12 stones, and Ash is also here and apparently gave the leader who has the 12 stones another stone, the one that we referenced that he had before. It made him angry, and then he agreed to go with Ash, and now they left somewhere, so we're trying to figure out what to do as far as finding them now.
There is a long pause, followed by, alright, let me make sure I have all of this straight. So, you have recovered the Fun Pals.
Yes.
But the 12 stones that you needed to gather are currently being held by a gnoll who is in cahoots with Ash and has been given some form of influence from him by that same stone you saw him brandish to Sasava and Avasis back in Silvery Moon, and they have now gone off somewhere to wreak some form of havoc.
Yes, but he didn't want to go with Ash until after he gave him the stone.
I see. I have a feeling I already know the answer to this question, but I feel obligated to ask it anyway. Do you have any earthly idea where they are?
Arlo, Saith, do you know where they went yet?
We're gonna try to figure that out.
We have an insider!
Oh, yes.
Please keep food!
There's a gnoll named Sniffs here that we have found that's got left behind.
So you don't know where they are?
No,
Lovely.
we are working on it.
Please work quickly. Knowing that those stones are in the hands of a gnoll is deeply concerning. Them in the hands of an intelligent creature can be a problem. Them in the hands of a brainless monster that only knows scavenging and searching for food can be somehow worse. Because there's no rhyme or reason to what they do. Simply hunting. Something I'm sure you are quite familiar with.
Yes, scavengers have their place sometimes in nature.
That place usually does not involve objects of great magical power.
That is true.
Is there anything else you would like to report to me at this time?
Wintera looks over at the Fun Pals to see if any of them have anything to add.
Frieden chimes in and says, did you mention the statue?
Oh, right. There was that statue. So we were sent down into very, very deep hole, and we saw a statue that looked like Ash, and it said, instead of saying Ash's name on the statue, it said Vincent. Vincent the Divine.
As you say that, there's another pause. What was that name again?
Vincent the Divine.
You're sure that's what it said?
Yes, Arlo read it on the statue.
I don't think that's Ash. I can't explain now. I need to check in on some things, but if I'm right, that is an entirely separate entity, and the fact that they look like Ash, or potentially the other way around, is deeply concerning. For now, focus on the stones. I'll see what I can find on that later, but I think that might be a separate thing entirely.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't let me keep you from your tracking. Report back to me once you have found the stones, or you have anything else of note to report.
Okie dokie.
Ryan out. And it cuts off. So you guys head outside of the ruins, and you would have expected to have seen, gnoll tracks. But it looks like they were, despite what you've seen from sniffs, it almost looks like they were somehow smart enough to cover their tracks. You guys have no idea where they went.
Question, are there any animals nearby that may have seen where they went? Like those godforsaken nightmares.
Nightmares are fiends, so I don't know that you can talk to them.
Wait. Fiends, you say? Could I speak to them?
One moment. Understands abyssal, common, and infernal, but can't speak.
Ha!
Okay, but can they like gesture, like nod? They understand.
You can try.
So Saith is gonna ask them if they saw where they went.
Roll me animal handling.
Non-natural 20.
Jesus fuck.
Thank God for Betty's.
You see the horse sort of... Well, the nightmare. It sort of turns and, gestures in one direction, but then also does the same in a different direction.
Did they split up?
It sort of, just does a general, quiver motion. I will toss this one out there. It does appear to be the dead of night.
So, guys, it seems like we have very, very little to go on, possibly nothing at all. But I do know someone who would have enough pull and resources to do a more thorough tracking and investigation job at our behest.
Oh?
If they were willing and we were careful.
Okay, who are they?
My Aunt Snaptra.
So I want you to do two things on this one. One, as per the rules of I Know a Guy, which we finally get to use, roll me a charisma check to see how you ended with them. However, the second thing is I want you to text me what you get and keep it secret from everyone else.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
And while you are sending me that, I assume you guys are going to start making your way back to town now.
Yep.
Alright. Wait a fucking second, hold on. There are any nightmares over there. You guys didn't take the nightmares.
We took a nightmare.
No, Cal did.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably rode back on the nightmare.
Yeah, he fully did. So how do you guys get back?
Let's see. I think a huge creature would fit all of us, right?
Time for Zal?
Yeah, but I have to magic it, so I'll conjure animals, Zal.
Alright. So you bring back Zal. He's still looking a little bit rough, but otherwise it does still appear to be fine. So he can carry you all over.
God, poor baby.
Aw, Zal.
As you guys fly over, eventually daylight breaks and you realize exactly how long you were down there. It's going on into the next day.
Didn't we just wake up last time?
You were down there for a very long time.
God damn.
I never said how long you were unconscious.
Eh, fair enough.
That's fair.
Wait, did us being unconscious count as a rest?
Fine.
Yeah! Ha ha ha! Hoisted by your own petard.
So you guys make your way into town, and it seems like there's already a little bit of a commotion back in town square. Do you guys want to head over and see what that's about, or do you want to go do something else?
We should probably check that out. That seems like it is pertinent.
Yeah, related in some way, shape, or form.
You guys go over towards the commotion, and you hear a very familiar drum beat,
Oh boy.
Every freaking time.
followed, or rather accompanied, by the angry yells of a familiar Dragonborn voice. I told y'all you can't do this without a permit. Get out of here! And the drumming continues.
I think we fly past that. That seems like that's not our issue.
Cal looks up and sees you guys like, hey! Get out of here!
Hello, Caldera. How are you? As we fly over, not stopping. You can do this. I believe in you.
Where are you guys going?
Well, I would assume that Arlo would know where his aunt's place of work is, or at the very least where her house is. Because if it's night, it's probably house.
So you would know that Snapdra would likely be within. She could either be found within the living district of the capital city of Dyrad Thymar, since she is still active military, or she could be seen within the military barracks, actually within the city. It may not also be necessarily a bad idea to try and find the military academy, since she does occasionally go there to teach some of the newer recruits, but those are the three places that you might be able to find her: the barracks, the academy, or her home. Either way, it looks like you're going to the capital city.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna make our way towards the capital. I'll say all I will say out loud to his friends, those three different places that she could be, and kind of preface the note of if we don't find her at the first two places, we're generally gonna have to be wary about how we approach this situation. But if she's at the academy, there is someone else I will need to avoid running into besides the obvious apparent people that we've already talked about.
What did you do? I mean...
This one in particular is not something that I did. I was the compassionate one in the situation, and someone else was heartless. But that is its own story forever.
To avoid any issues later, Wintera also kind of looks behind her as she's directing through Arlo's direction on where Zal needs to go, and kind of shouts back at, or not really shouts, but converses back to the Fun Pals and explains that we don't refer to Arlo as Arlo while we're here. We refer to him as Sal.
What?
It's complicated.
Just call him Sal for now.
Yeah, we're covert ops right now as far as I'm concerned, so I'm gonna speak differently when we're around most people, and you guys are just gonna kind of roll with that. My name's Sal A. Mander.
P looks at you and says,
Can we all talk differently?
I mean, if you want to, I guess. Wait. I literally hear the snickering, and I go, what, wait? I don't know what I agreed to just.
how does it feel opening Pandora's box like that?
Oh God, please.
That's what the P stands for.
Very well then.
Good evening.
You know what? You know what? Nah,
I like it. I for one like it. I think you should keep it.
Well, it is my own dulcet tones.
I
gotta say, for some reason, that voice makes me hungry.
Thanks. Sorry, I only know the two phrases in that particular one. I can't keep that up forever.
That was actually quite impressive. I'm not gonna lie. You should be proud of that.
Thank you.
You guys make your way over towards the city gates, since obviously flying into the city over the walls on a dinosaur would likely get you guys killed.
Yeah, I think we check in at. It wouldn't be customs because we're still within the same sovereign nation, but I guess I'd assume there's a checkpoint at the opening of town.
Yeah. Nah, this is still ultimately like a military country, so there is still a checkpoint, but it's not like you said, it's not like customs or anything like that. It's basically just you register that, yeah, no, we're coming into the city, state your name, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Alright, cool.
So, where are you guys heading first?
I suppose we could try the barracks first.
Alright. So, you guys make your way through the capital city of Dyrad Thymar. And it is... You guys didn't have much of a chance to, like, really take it in since Cal kind of, like, was trying to get you over to Ruinspoke pretty quickly. However, you're now able to kind of, like, more... As you're heading over there on foot, you're able to more casually sort of take in the surroundings. And, as I'd mentioned before, a lot of the architecture is some weird cross between Draconic and Dwarvish, since there is a decently sizable Dwarvish population here. It's still majority Dragonborn, but... And even within that majority, it is predominantly metallic Dragonborn. So there's occasionally a chromatic Dragonborn and a dwarf. Every once in a while, you will also see a demon. But they all seem to be the more minority of the species, and everyone seems to be generally, like, pretty okay with that setup. You see a lot of shops along the way, including a blacksmith and some magic shops. You even pass by a couple of eateries called Three Goblins Ingestibles for Fridays.
I'm sorry. Could you read that one back to me real quick once more, that last one?
Oh, the Three Goblins Ingestibles for Fridays? Take your time.
Alright, cool. Neat. We will follow up on that at a different time.
Well, I mean, it's not like your god doesn't have his own terrific version of it, as you've previously established in lore. But you guys do eventually make your way over to the barracks, and there is another checkpoint there. However, this one does seem to be far more secure than the one you guys used to get into the city. How do you approach?
Arlo, disguised as Sal, flashes his badge, which, I don't know, would we still do a whip crack sound effect of that? Would we just be like a karate punch or something? I don't fucking know.
Why would it... You know what, never mind.
No, let's keep the whip. Whatever. So Sal flashes his badge, says, we are here on behalf of Damned. We need to, speak with someone who may be here about assisting us with an investigation.
Roll me a persuasion check. I'll say with advantage.
So with my +0 persuasion, that is a 15. Hooray for advantage.
What was your other one?
It would have been a 2, so that's much better.
Oh, that'd have been real fun. So, yeah, there is a copper dragonborn there. He's looking at your badge and kind of like just eyeing over all of you guys. I assume the rest of you guys also pull out your badges for identification. And...
Sniff's just like tied up and like we all show our badges and Sniff is just like...
Wait, hold on a fucking second. You guys brought Sniffs with you this entire way?
We're not just leaving him at large. He's a gnoll, and he's part of like the whole thing. You just like go back to them and be like, we headed this way. Do an ambush.
Okay. That is a whole new factor in this I did not account for.
What was that about not catching you off guard, Jordan?
What? Fair. So this copper dragon looks at you and says,
What about him?
He is a... I don't want to use the word prisoner, but... he's definitely under our custody for questioning.
Uh-huh. And who are you here to see?
We are here to see Snapdra Aegon.
What? Why?
Unfortunately, that is classified. I'm sure, as you realize, many of her goings-on are.
He looks over at Sniffs back at you guys and says,
If this comes back to bite me in the ass, I will kick yours.
and he opens the gate for you guys. So, Arlo, you have been here before. You would often speak with Snaptra about certain things. Obviously not like the same... you wouldn't talk to her about, like, advice for how to military, since you were a very different division. But you would still talk to her, just kind of like, you know, get some things off your chest. Your mom was never one of those, like, bleeding heart types, so...
Yeah, like, I think Arlo's mom was a lot, like, they had a decent relationship, but she was a lot more strict, whereas his aunt had, like, big, kooky aunt energy.
I'm glad you said that ahead of time.
Oh. Oh, boy.
So, you are familiar with where she would likely be. You head on over there, and her door is presently closed, but this is the office of one Snaptra Aegon.
I knock at the door.
As you do, on that first knock, the door creaks open. Slowly.
Hello?
You hear nothing.
Arlo bursts into the room.
As you do that, the lights immediately flash on, and a gold dragonborn falls down from the ceiling and grabs you from behind in a chokehold.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Man, I love messing with you guys. Alright, who the hell are you?
I am Salazar Amanda with Damned. We needed your assistance with an investigation.
Uh-huh. She looks over to the rest of you guys and sort of like motions you guys into the office.
Okay.
And as you do, she closes the door and flips off Arlo's hat.
God damn it! This hat is freaking useless. No one has bought this disguise yet.
It really is a pretty bad disguise.
Oh, no, it's a great disguise. I didn't know it was you at first. But then you said damned.
I mean,
And I'm the one who recommended you go there.
I thought you were just telling me that, like, as random information. Did you do that thing where you give me advice without giving me advice?
She just kind of like looks coyly off at nothing.
Hate it when she does that.
Nah, you know you love it. So, what exactly is it that has brought you over to me, Arlie?
What? We're not using that name. And
Arlie?
Every last one of you forget you heard that right now.
Ah!
That's so much easier to remember than Arlo.
No.
Still waiting on an answer to that question.
Arlo's just kind of dejected at this point. He's like, we're trying to find some gnolls. It took a bunch of magic stones.
She looks over at Sniff and says, "It looked like you found one there."
Yeah, but this one sucks. You want to know where the rest of them are?
This one's useless.
Sorry, Sniffs.
Can Sniff still keep food?
Maybe.
Snaptra looks at that exchange like, "Yeah, I think I see the problem. Should I just follow in the tracks?"
There were none.
It looks like they covered them.
That's odd. Those ain't normally that smart. Okay, now real quick before you guys say anything, I'm going to toss out one reminder about how this mission goes. The fact that you guys are here to recover the Ioun Stones is highly classified, because they cannot know, or they will likely try and do a power grab under jurisdiction to claim the stones for themselves.
That's why I said magic stones and not Ioun stones.
I'm just making sure that everyone is aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
You may continue. Oh, also the Fun Pals are there under the premise of trying to apprehend a dangerous, like, criminal, so that is a cover story if you need it. They would have told you this, I forgot.
Well, we're trying to find them. It looks like they covered their tracks pretty well, which is not usually their MO, and the criminal that our compatriots here were tracking, it seems like might have gotten in a league with them and has given them pointers on how to operate with a little bit more impunity.
Uh-huh. So, what I'm getting out of this is that you've come here in the hopes that I will be able to pull my vast resources in order to get the Stealth Squad to find your missing gnolls. Is that about right?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to assume, but I was hoping maybe you could give your old nephew a helping hand.
She kind of like sits back in a chair and leans back before looking at you and smiling and saying, "Well, Harley, fuck are we waiting for?" And that's where we shall pause our tale for now. Hello, everyone. Jordan here to let you all know that we have a few plugs to shout out and a blooper that didn't get to make it into the episode proper. But first, the plugs. Black Feather Graphics has shifted over to Black Feather Apparel, an online clothing store with awesome graphic tees and designs edgy enough to satisfy even the most brooding of rogues. They come in a wide variety of designs, colors, and sizes, so check them out at blackfeatherapparel.com and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. We all dream of being even half as cool as our favorite D&D characters, and with Kinetic Concepts, that dream can be a reality. Our own Drew McLean, or the good Dr. Arlo Aegon, is a personal trainer that can give you the perfect workout regimen for you. And with virtual sessions, you can get fit from the comfort of your own home. Be swift as a ranger, strong as a paladin, or whatever your personal fitness goals are with Kinetic Concepts. Find them on Instagram at Kinetic Concepts LLC. Getting a bit more local, anyone craving tasty sweets in the South Charlotte area of good old North Carolina should check out Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose. It's a local bakery that specializes in cheesecakes and will even deliver them to you. Contact us, of course. They have a wide variety of options from fruity to chocolatey and everything in between. Find them on Facebook at Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose. If you want to support the show, follow us on our Patreon at patreon.com/agentsofdamned. We post all our episodes there a full week before they hit iTunes, Spotify, or any of the podcasting platforms you can find us on. We also have a special after show called Peek Behind the Screen, where we talk more in depth about the episode, what we think will happen next, or whatever the hell else we feel like talking about. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Agents of Damned, and on Twitter at Agents of D. You can also follow our personal Twitters with me at Pokechap, Christina at Greekachu, and Katie at Missy Mystery, MYSSY Mystery. Drew is not on Twitter. We also have a website, agentsofdamned.wordpress.com, where you can also find all our episodes along with full transcriptions of each episode and personal bios of the cast. If you want to talk to us or our community at large, we have a Discord server at AOD, capital A, lowercase o, uppercase D, where you can chat, discuss theories, and submit fan art and suggestions for the show. We do ask that you keep it PG, lest we unleash our unholy wrath upon you. Don't forget to leave a review and share the show with a friend. Until next time, bye!
He's named after Asmodeus, so...
Yes, we all got that.
If we meet Asmodeus and you're just like, "What's up, Modi?" He's like, you don't do that. That's not, I'm a demon lord, don't, or a devil lord or whatever, don't.
About to say, watch your fucking tongue, those are very different things.
It's hard to, like, remember in the moment of speaking, because, like, in regular language we use them interchangeably, but they're very different in D&D.
Oddly.
I want us to have fans, not for, like, the fame and the fortune, but to see fan art of that one particular thing.
of Safe being spotted by her own tail. I love it.
Oh my god.
Where are the
Tail
rest
has a little
of you?
sweatband. It's looking at you like, you can do it.
No, Christina, hold on. They're still joking. We don't need to worry about the story.
All right.
Continue.
Story. Plotting shit.
What was her name again?
Snapdra.
Snapdra.
Like
Okay,
Snapdragon.
Yes,
God.
thank you.
Yeah, deal with that. Soak it in.
Okay.